Hey everyone, welcome back to Play Casket with your co-hosts, Paraka the Goblin
and Ghost, your co-host.
And today we're going to talk about another type of clone-based gaming.
Episode 38, Urban Optional Warfare.
So this one, I'm not sure if you all know, is going to be GTA clones and GTA knockoffs and GTA likes and anything else GTA. So basically, urban sandboxes. So let's go ahead and talk about that. What basically makes a sandbox, like there's a variety of different sandbox types games. Mm-hmm. What makes the urban sandbox so different?
I would say take place in a city. I always like how they made you feel like you're a rock star. Like that's always fun too.
Okay, yeah. No, I would like this. Not just the theme of the city, but I feel like a lot more grittier, realistic anchor tones to it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like even though some stuff like you play as a superhero or something like that, like Spider-Man, there's still a level of grounded reality within it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there's a grittiness, there's the cars, there's like all sorts of stuff that just feels like it can happen here outside the obvious superhero.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that's the case. Everything, like a lot more GTA likes, or the ones that are more closer to it, are the ones that literally you play as a gangster or a cop or just anything in between, and you basically approach it the same way as GTA, just like you would do in real life, theoretically.
What's the formula? Yeah, you go to do a mission, get your car.
Yeah, you do missions, get your cars, do all that type of stuff. So I'll say like stuff like that is more of the urban sandbox, right? But of course, there's sandboxes. The ability to just basically go everywhere.
Yeah.
So everyone else who doesn't know what a Grand Theft Auto or sandbox is, it's Breath of the Wild, but with more fun.
But with guns, right?
And guns. Lots of guns.
And drugs and prostitutes.
Drugs. But so just as soon as you're done with that little intro, you're just like, all right, there you go. And you just go anywhere. Yeah. Like, that's it. You just do anything, anywhere, at all. And
unless one of your relatives calls you and won't shut up.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
There's a marker whenever you push start and wants you to go there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm picking up on that. So, my experiences on GTO clones. It was one simple thing. Let's just say, I have never played a single GTA game except for maybe a demo of San Andreas, like way back in the day.
Oh, okay.
That is literally it, and I think it was like at a Kmart or something.
Okay.
Like it wasn't even like at a friend's house.
Well, I played a little bit of San Andreas with my friend, and we were just ruthlessly killing everything for the kicks of it. Infinite health doesn't really work when things explode and kill you. But
yeah,
but it's fun.
Yeah, so that's from my scope of understanding it. I've seen it multiple times, but I have played a lot of games that are more realistic, like the grittiness and like the real world pseudo scope of GTA. I've played games similar like that. So one of them is kind of being a game from the GameCube era. It's called True Crime: Streets of LA.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so basically, it was supposed to be like the GameCube's GTA, but you know, with a good guy. Somehow, it's ridiculous. You don't steal a car; you commandeer it. Okay, cool. How come I can collect it? It was kind of weird. Like you did the same exact things in GTA as you would in True Crime. But the guy would just be like, sorry, commandeering this vehicle. I'm like, oh, okay. He said sorry. It's cool, guys. It's cool. It's cool. Never mind. Like, it was funny, right? And I actually probably played it maybe about 80% of the way before another game caught my eye. But that was probably the only type of game I played that was really, really close to the GTA formula.
Okay.
What about you?
Saints Row. I played, was it 3, 4, and Get Out of Hell?
Okay, so I'm not sure if 3 and 4 kind of count because how insane they are as far as like the realist of real.
Well, was it? I played a bit of 2, and then 3 was when they started kind of going a little more nuts. And then 4 was like...
4 was when they were like, fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
No,
it was fun though. I like they understand that people like everybody knows that as soon as you get GTA, you just turn the cheats on and go balls to the wall.
Kind of like I don't know. Like I tried to play. Like for me, I have always had, and this goes with a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything that had cheats, I at least tried to beat the main game before I turn them on.
Yeah.
Like I do that a lot with my 64, my PlayStation 2, and stuff like that. But I've never really I was never one of those people who would mod the crap out of my stuff either. Like I wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
So sorry guys for everyone who are hoping for us to play stuff that's modded to hell. I ain't doing it. It's fun to watch other people do stupid, crazy, wacky things, but I'm not down with that.
No, okay.
I actually like the genuine intent of things.
Okay.
Like I'm not like a purist or whatever. If you want to mod your stuff, that's fine. But for me, I'm not like I don't know. Playing Ninja Kermit just doesn't sound great to me.
Okay.
Like it's cheeky. It's fun to watch somebody kind of show it off. Mm-hmm. But for me, like I don't know. I don't see past the novelty.
Okay.
You know, like it's novelty.
But mods add extra time to your.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It gives you. Well, there's some mods out there that'll add like new levels or certain types of challenges and stuff like that, which are fine too. I'll actually do those, but I won't like replace models with stuff. Like I won't add haunted Thomas the Tank Train engine nonsense to my things. Like I'm not gonna do that, right? I'm not gonna make dragon spawn like endlessly in something. Like I'm just not gonna do it. It's cheeky and it's fun to watch like people kind of test it, but for the most part, I'm not down with it.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
that's
for me in
that's
GTA.
why I like the Saints Row series, but yeah.
No, I like when the games are like a little wacky and stuff. Like they're intentionally wacky.
Yeah.
Like I played a lot of 3. I actually enjoyed 3, but I have problems with it as well. Mm-hmm. But that's why probably that's one of the reasons why I don't play GTA much. Like after you get maybe halfway through stuff, it's like the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll cover that one later, but
yeah. So. Well, what other you have any other games that you used to play?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
I know it's still kind of new, but
I think it could still count.
Okay.
I would say it still counts. It does take a different like approach to it though.
Yeah.
Like from what I've seen, like I haven't played Cyberpunk in general, but I've watched enough.
Yeah,
like not
it does follow that open world formula.
Okay.
So, take it that there's RPG, like it's considered an RPG, but you don't really deal with numbers all that much.
Okay.
And it's a lot of shooty, and that's like that's basically what GTA is. It's just, I mean, I guess if you don't really, it has a shooting game or it has a shooting mechanic and it's a map, but I don't know. It still has the same feel to what a open urban sandbox would have. Okay. So it has all the elements to it, so I would
probably say that.
Yeah.
So what do you like about Cyberpunk a lot? That's a lot like that though.
I don't know. The precision shooting is like really good.
Wait, there's precision shooting in those games? I don't even think Spider-Man had accuracy like that. I'm not gonna lie.
And then it's like just the I don't know. The story was really, really good. I don't know. Everybody's giving it crap, but I didn't have any issues when I first played it. So, but
see, like outside the glitches, like there was some interesting secrets people have found, and that's all I know about it.
Okay,
like that's it. Like I don't know much about the story. I've actually been lucky enough to avoid all that, but I might not play Cyberpunk by the time. Like the story is nothing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'll probably eventually slowly piece together what the story is. On my own without playing Cyberpunk eventually, just because of everyone's pieces and stuff. So, because it happens.
Yeah,
it's just the thing that happens. So
it's a fun game. I like it. Yeah, get it. There's like the new 40 gig patch. I still haven't gotten it yet. I haven't played it since, but yeah, I beat it, and no, it's done really well though. So
okay, yeah, no, I'll probably add another like I'll say like. 1 or 2 other games I used to play back then. Prototype 1 and 2. Now I I like how Prototype did a lot of the changes to the formula of an urban exploration, which kind of gave you more superhuman powers, which I know some people might not enjoy in a GTA-like game, but I do like more games that have like player controlled urgency. They can control immediately when they need to do something.
Okay.
Whereas like for instance, like fast travel, right? Like not just instantly porting somewhere, but like actually getting there fast, right? Say I have to go across the whole city. In normal GTAs, you have to find a car that can drive that fast. That's not player sense urgency. You don't get to pop into a car and hit the car button and then go car your way to Carville.
Yeah.
Like, you have to find a car, you have to at least find one that's fast or looks fast and drive there. This is just simple, it's understandable, right? It's part of that type of formula. I like ones that are like, okay, that's over there, whoosh, and just like try to find ways to get there fast. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like in Assassin's Creed, you get horses, or in GTA, you get cars. You just go. You use your powers to get there faster.
Okay.
So I liked what Prototype did with that.
I mean, Saints Row 4 has that.
Yeah, Saints Row 4 is a little wonky. Like I actually love 4 for how crazy it was. It was like, fuck it, we're just gonna. And I actually hate the fact that they're going back to their roots.
Damn.
Like, wokeness aside.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, let's ignore that for a moment, because let's all be honest, we all agree that's garbage. Period. That was a garbage decision in general. But going back to its roots, trying to be more realistic and gritty again, I feel like is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like, I do think they should have still kept just going bonkers with it. Like, break the time-space continuum or something in the next one. It would just been hilarious.
What's the other game? Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was originally like super grounded and like the like is really grounded, and the
it was like really grounded. It had like political undertones.
Yeah.
And then it just became very, very blatant and upfront.
Fortnite almost.
And almost Fortnite-ish. Yeah, almost Fortnite-ish. It was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Like,
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, well, it's probably because Ubisoft kind of wants us to forget of it, so they could be like, hey, guys, we're still flawless, right? No, you're not. No, you're not. Sorry, Ubisoft. You still suck at so many things. Fix your shit. Port Beyond Good and Evil to Switch, and call it a day.
Speaking of which, where is that game anyways?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Ubisoft's been asking the same thing.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's like, hey, where did that game go?
What game?
What game? It's over there sitting right next to Duke Nukem. He's like, you've been here often. So I like that, right?
Yeah.
But then I also, like, on the opposite end of that, there's actually a game that's very close to the style of GTA that still kind of has its own little quirks. Is Lego City Undercover.
Oh yeah.
So it has fast travel, so you can travel fast to like certain districts like instantly, which is helpful. But the overall game, you still gotta take over like cars and stuff like that. You can do that. And you have to walk around on foot. You don't have any real superpowers or anything like that. So it's very GTA in Lego form.
Oh, okay.
It's very GTA in Lego form. But it's like self-aware.
Yeah.
Like, it makes a lot of jokes kind of jabbing at that sometimes. It's actually kind of hilarious.
Can you be an asshole and start beating civilians up?
Not civilians, but you can beat up some people who are potential thugs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, and you can just smack them around a bit, and then they just fall apart. They're not like, it's not brutal. It's Lego level styles of brutal.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm really hurt that game has not gotten a sequel.
Oh yeah.
Like, I really, like, I would like, I heard rumors, like, probably late Wii U, early Switch era time, right? That Nintendo was working with Telltale Games and all that, or TT Games, or whatever it's called, on a new exclusive, or timed exclusive, of Lego City Undercover 2, which then became Lego City Undercover Gotham, and you were supposed to play Batman, and all of his suits were supposed to be something. And I was like, that would have been hilarious. That
Yeah.
would have been great.
Yeah.
But nothing ever came from it.
Damn.
But honestly, like, I feel like it's such a lost cause. Like, it was such a great idea. I'm just sitting there like, how dare you? Because even Lego City, like Lego Batman, isn't even, like, it's not that good of a, like, you can't even call that a GTA clone.
Yeah.
Like, it's still very instanced. It's still very go to certain things. Like, there's no, like, there's an overworld of sorts, but they're not in the same way. So,
Well, damn. Yeah.
but yeah, so I kind of missed that. But that's probably the only thing that's really close to that formula that I actually liked.
Okay.
But they still had, obviously, some of the things of a Lego game that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't play any of the other Lego games. It's literally the only one I ever really played. Like, I like that. Swapping between two characters is
Yeah.
dumb. Stop it. So,
Speaking of what you don't like, what don't you like about sandboxes?
okay, so I like this came up quite a bit with Saints Row 3. It's basically cheesing the threat levels. So it gets to a point where everything is like, it gets too crazy, right? It gets too crazy. Like, there's cops, there's tanks, there's whatever. Like, whatever these particular threats come at you with, right? It gets to a point where you max out that threat, and it gets crazy. Like, there's stuff that you can't defeat without later on powers, right? But there's certain things you can do, like hover around in a helicopter in certain areas of Saints Row 3 and stuff, that you can just destroy everything, and they can't really hit you because where they're at, they have to actually get in a clear spot, but they're not really in a good clear spot because they're blocked by other broken tanks. It's just, you can cheese it, but you're stuck there.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta have to wait that thing out forever. And some of the threat items never go back and go away. So the tank's still like, I see you, bitch. And you can't just get rid of it, because the moment you kill it, it just maxes out that threat level again and just resets the whole spawn thing.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that. Like, I did that multiple times to a point where I had to restart Saints Row 3 twice because I was just kind of stuck in this perpetual threat level.
Okay.
Because I couldn't just get away. Because the moment I start leaving, the tank's going to destroy me. But if I destroy the tank so I can safely get away, it just hits the level and it's just going to spawn more shit again.
Yeah. Damn.
It was this constant threat. So I'm like, nope, not doing that. Like, I hated that. It was just sitting there just doing my helicopters all the time.
Okay.
How about you?
One thing I don't really like is the you kind of have to make your own fun, which is a weird thing to say, but for anything to happen, you have to interact with an NPC to like get things going. Because I don't know, it just feels really dead, I guess. So you like, I remember playing Infamous, and like I was trying to do a good guy run. So other than collecting things and like shooting at certain baddies, there isn't really anything to do. So it's like, it gets kind of boring, and you can't explore certain areas. So you have to go back and just initiate the quest to get to have fun. So it feels very like immersion breaking when you have to talk to somebody to initiate the quest. You know what I mean? So,
And actually, like, I actually kind of relate to that, though. That's the reason why I didn't really bring up Spider-Man for the GameCube, which is also on the PlayStation 2 and stuff. It's rated as the best Spider-Man game out there because it has so many, like, really, like, genuine Spider-Man feel. But the problem is, most of your non-story missions is just saving a bank robbery.
yeah.
And it's repeated the same thing. The fighting mechanics aren't even that great. Like, they're not that special. And over time, you really don't have much. Like, especially from a game from back in the early 2000s, it's really hard to make a structured game system with such limits at the time.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yeah.
Which it makes perfectly sense. I'm fine with that. It's whatever. But
the issue is like
it really is one of those, like, what do I do now?
Yeah, like the mechanics kind of bleed through, and you're like, why am I doing this? Like,
yeah, like, you're just like swinging about, like, okay, I guess I'll beat this guy now, and you're sitting there like, it was fun a couple of times, but like after like an hour of you just like, I want to try to do all this other stuff, trying to explore, and the only things you see are the repeated. Like it's very similar to like the bokoblins that you have to keep fighting in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like it's the same camp every time. Like it's nothing special. Like it's one of those situations.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of unique little special environment type stuff that happens, the reality is you don't engage with that a lot.
So you're basically doing missions until you get bored, and then you push through the story, and then you're like, okay, that was fun. I'm gonna go grind out some missions, and then you're like, okay, I'm bored. I'm gonna push through the story. So it's kind of like that cycle. You got to make your own fun.
Yeah, and like I would hope more of the GTA likes eventually would have given you more options of stuff to do. Like honestly, and this is gonna sound really weird, since they do a lot of like overworld events. They could probably learn a thing or two from Guild Wars 2, to be honest. Guild Wars 2 has a lot of these like world events that happen periodically throughout the time frames and stuff, and they all have different world events that happen drastically apart from one another, and some even do chain reactions to another zone.
Oh, okay.
So they could learn stuff from them with certain mechanics and stuff like that you're like, oh shit, this is happening, and going in and you have to do that. And if you've already, like, let's say you cleared 2 banks near this whole event, it sets off a different trigger of something else happening after you defeat it. Like, oh shit, the supervillain actually comes out.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think that would be kind of cool, right? Or something to that point. Like, oh yeah, the mayor comes out or whatever. Depending on the genre, the theme that people are approaching.
Okay.
I just used Spider-Man as an example since that's what we were recently talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I see where you're going from, and I do think literally like Guild Wars 2, oddly enough, would be a good way to draw some inspiration from.
Okay.
Of all things, which is kind of wild. How about the things you do like, though? Or would you like to see more of?
More detail to the buildings. That'd be kind of cool if you have a more alive world. Because, like, eventually you explore everything, and it's just like these giant rectangular blocks kind of in your way. And you're like, that's kind of useless. Like, can I go inside, go into the homes, and raid more stuff? I think it'd be really cool if
Can I just get the potions from your jars, please?
Dig through your trash cans.
Just get out of a shower, you just go over there, you see Spider-Man opening up all your closets.
But I think if it would
just
be
your
awesome.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, grab your panties. I don't have a girlfriend. Still good. And just swing back out of the window.
But yeah, it would be awesome to see like a fully fleshed out city to where you could go. You go to all buildings. It'd be a pain in the ass to like make and program, but it would be freaking awesome.
At least some key buildings. Like let's start small. Like why not the mayor's mansion or the city hall? Like do stuff like that. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Like again, another MMO they could learn from. City of Heroes. They have similar ones that are like that.
Yeah.
Or if you want, put some missions that are randomized that you go into instant like quote unquote dungeons by going into one of the rooms.
Yeah.
Again, you know, like just go in a random warehouse, and every time you go into that warehouse, it's going to have a different map layout, but you know, you fight different people on different things.
So more detailed buildings would be
that would be good.
Really,
I think
cool.
would be really, really cool. See, I like the things that I liked about GTA stuff like that is like the freedom to explore. I really like the fact of being able to go do stuff. Like Prototype allowed me to kind of like try different like ways to travel along, like just using certain powers and stuff like that. It was really cool. But I noticed like not just with urban sandboxes, but sandboxes in general. There isn't many like hidden secrets. Like, oh yeah, you can go to that cliff. Well, what is it? What does it have? A lookout.
Yeah.
You know, like I would like these things that add this like atmosphere of being able to look out. Like, why don't you? It grants you ability to kind of see, be hinted at of a secret or something. You know, and have just a sea of different lookouts that you have to meet and go and just like have a hint of where a secret could be, and you go explore that. Like I want more secrets for stuff that seems like very empty. Like the first Assassin's Creed did that. the True Crime did that. Like a lot of great places to kind of go to, but literally nothing for it.
Oh, okay.
Nothing for it at all. Not even like a little secret. Collect this and get an achievement type thing. Like nothing whatsoever. And it just kind of like it drains on me.
Yeah.
I don't like you having this interesting space that you don't engage with.
Which is kind of a shame because it comes down to, if you ask the developers, well, what if I don't do this? Well, nothing happens. Okay, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. There's nothing like, thank you for coming over here. Here's this. Even though if it could be just a little innocuous little grubbin, like collect a lot of them and then you unlock this thing, whatever, it's whatever. I want stuff to at least look to unlock, and that's something that just in games in general.
Yeah,
games in general don't give you a lot of things to unlock anymore.
Yeah,
even if it's innocuous, is like a big head mode. Collect a bunch of bobbleheads that are just wandering around your fucking city and stuff. Just collect them. Collect all 50 and you get big head mode.
Yeah.
Or bobblehead mode.
Yeah.
It just looks so weird.
Well, people want
why
utility.
Can't you?
Yeah, people want utility now.
A lot of people want more utility because it's just because people want more efficiency out of their gameplay.
Yeah.
Because they want to play less game, which fucking bobbles the head. But, people want more utility, and people are saying, well, if you want, you could just hide that behind DLC. Why does everything have to be DLC?
Yeah.
Why can't you just give me a couple goofy modes? It's okay to add big head mode. No one's going to go out of their way to spend $2 for big head mode unless they're going to do something else. And then, of course, you have PC who will just we'll just do it for free.
Yeah.
Then it ruins the whole mode. And I still think people who play a lot of consoles and a lot of people who do play games on consoles, even with people who own PCs, would like to unlock stuff like that without needing a mod. Even though a mod could just give it to you right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm one of those people that still thinks, even though they might be innocuous, I would like to have more fun unlockables because you find all the secrets.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with that. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Improved NPCs. I know it's a huge ask, but personally, I wouldn't really know what to do with it. But instead of just having people randomly walking around, it's man, it'd be kind of nice to make it more realistic. I don't know how else. Maybe strike up a conversation or have them react to you more. I mean, they will run away if you shoot at them and stuff like that. But I don't know. It would be kind of nice to get something that is more alive, I guess.
They don't want to just be
walking around.
The background ragdoll physics.
Yeah. Which also brings back to...
Prototype was fun with that one, though. I thought that was hilarious.
And then Assassin's Creed. People forgot that Assassin's Creed, their crowd was a part of the mechanic because you're supposed to blend in with the crowd. And then with the newer iterations, they took it all out. It's no, you guys kind of forgot. You kind of forgot the stealth.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I think I think a lot of the later ones is very similar to how GTA is. It's just free to explore, but then just go ham. I don't want that.
Yeah,
I do think Assassin's Creed and the way the stealth games approach is a different topic we should probably talk about one of these days.
Okay.
But overall, at least you don't have to worry about that with GTA. Now, I think that would be an interesting way to try to use a stealth mechanic and just blend in with the crowd, because murderers get away with that all the time, So it would be an interesting thing, especially add into something as notorious as GTA.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know. That would definitely be a weird mechanic to try to pull off, especially when you have such a high threat level and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But that would actually be an interesting mechanic. I would actually
ask, but
I would say do baby steps at first. At least have some of the NPCs do something else other than just walk around or stand in front of a restaurant food truck.
And they're a huge liability because when you're driving around and you actually hit one, there's a star on you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to see some just come out of the window and just fan a fucking rug or something like that, and you get all dusty and stuff, and your screen gets all blurry for a moment. That'd be hilarious. Just not even huge mechanic, just something that's just interesting, kind of like how rain used to hit Samus's visor in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
It'd just be interesting.
Okay.
But I would probably say that would be a good way to wrap that up right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for listening in, and
thumbs up if you like us.
Thumbs up if you like us.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends and everything else, and then we will see you on the other side. Hey everyone, this is Paraka.
And Ghost.
I would like to say thank you for listening to our podcast.
If you like our content, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and share our video with your friends.
You can also follow and support us on other social media such as Minds and Rumble. Links in the description below.